Hello everybody, I am librarian Cassie for Phoenix Public Library, and today we're going to be making casein.
To make casein, you're going to need 1 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and a strainer. Go ahead and ask a grown-up to help you heat up the milk in the microwave. I set mine up for 1 minute and then heated it up for 30 seconds until it got hot. Not enough to boil, but hot. Somewhere where it's okay that you can make a mess, go ahead and add your 1 tablespoon of vinegar to your hot milk. Here's my tablespoon. If you need, have someone help pour it in. I made a little mistake here, whoops. But once you have at least a tablespoon in there, you want to go ahead and mix because we're going to start separating the casein from the milk, and you're going to start to get lumps. So go ahead and mix for about a minute. Woo-wee, look at that separation. Now we're going to strain. I did my straining on a table so that I could easily record, but since you don't have that problem, go ahead and strain in a sink where you can keep it nice and clean. Go ahead and pour out your casein and your liquid through the strainer. You should get the lumps trapped in there, and what you're trying to do is get all the liquid out as much as you can. So don't be afraid to press down on it or squeeze it with your hands. It should be mostly solid, and the more liquid you get out of it, the more it's going to take on a clay-like substance. Not quite, but pretty close. For an extra layer of water removal, I went ahead and grabbed a paper towel, and I went ahead and gently layered it in my paper towel and then kind of just pushed down on it and squeezed a little to get excess water out, like wringing a towel, only with protein inside. Check out that excess moisture, am I right? So go ahead and do this a couple of times until you get it as dry as possible. In order to casein to get solid, you do need to put it somewhere so that it can dry off. Before we did that, I decided to mold mine a little. Back in the 1900s when they used to mold it, they had machines because casein is actually pretty hard to handle, as you can see. It's not like clay where it wants to be together. There'll be lots of cracks and stuff. Don't worry about it. Casein isn't supposed to be too pretty. If you want, you can experiment with cookie cutters instead of putting it in a lid like I did to make a coaster. Get creative. See if you can shape something. 3 days later, and you can see that my casein has finally hardened. It is pretty tough. Knock, knock. Anybody home? It's me, casein. It's pretty tough. I'm going to show you how tough it is in a little moment. For demonstration purposes only, I went ahead and took a hammer to see what I could do to our protein plastic. It looks like casein holds up pretty strong. It can be broken with a hammer, but just a reminder, don't do this at home. Pretty strong stuff, right? In the 1900s, people used to use this to make buttons, needle pins, fountain pens, before we invented newer ways to make plastic, though this is a lot more environmentally friendly. I hope you had fun. Enjoy plastic making. Bye, guys.